My favorite part of the process would be the first initial stages of when you're now cutting into the fabric or you're now getting the cord set up, and it's a lot of trial and error because you honestly never know until you start working if the piece will come out the way that you envisioned it or if it will grow horribly wrong, and it's going to be one of those bittersweet learning experiences. And the best part is when you complete it and it's either exactly what you wanted it to be or it's not what you wanted it to be, it's even better. Or even if it's something that's neither here or there, but you definitely know how to approach it the other time going forward. So that's a mixed bag of like a like and dislike of the creative process. Hi, my name is Rhea Cummins-Jordan, the owner and the designer behind the brand Blac Flamingo Apparel, and also the awardee of this year's 2024 Transcultural Award for Best in Fashion in their Made in the Caribbean Fashion in the House program. Welcome to my world. Officially would say started designing in 2013, and it was a pivot from art into fashion, and it was surprising at first because I never thought that I would be into designing, but it was a good way for me to marry both the art and the fashion together. And I did it because I wanted to dress a certain way that was not available to me on island, and I had lots of big ideas in my mind, and I thought that I could also provide the service while doing something that I enjoyed as well. I'm from Barbados, and being from a small island in the Caribbean, it really does affect the work that I produce, both positively and negatively. And the negative aspect of it is that I do have quite a hard time sourcing certain materials. So I do import few pieces, but then I also have built a really good relationship with suppliers on the island where I can get them to bring in specific things for me, and so far it's been very good, and I've been eliminating any gray areas that I may be having with sourcing certain items that I need for my pieces. I would best describe my art as bold or creative, and that stems a lot from me as a person. So I put a lot of my personality into my pieces. And I may not be the loudest in the room, but I can convey who I am via the way I dress. So I try to do that for my customer as well. You don't need to be the loudest speaker in the room, but you can portray how you feel or what you would like to put across in your outfits. So my brand reflects that a lot. It's very playful, it can be very quirky, and it can also be very cheeky. As an artist, I would define success by reaching certain milestones or personal goals that I would have set for myself. So for me, I think that I am succeeding because everything that I had set off to accomplish this year for myself as an artist and as a brand, I have done that. The purpose of my brand has been to simultaneously make myself happy while making other people happy, and to fill a gap in a creative market or creative style of fashion that we don't quite have available to us on island. Noteworthy achievements would be having Chloe Bailey wear one of my pieces this year that we would have gifted her while she performed at St. Lucia Jazz and Arts, winning the Transcultural program, showcasing at St. Lucia Jazz and Arts while I was honestly in my first year of designing. That was a wonderful experience. Being a part of the 2022 Afro-Caribbean Trade Festival that was held on island was also a very wonderful and noteworthy experience as well. My dream project would be an entirely macrame-based collection, or a collection based on Caribbean folklore, or designing a costume for one of our crop-over bands. I would tell up-and-coming designers that it does not happen overnight for everyone. That is a one in a million thing, and there's nothing wrong with trial and error. There's also nothing wrong with taking a step back and taking a break to rework your brand, or just take a breather, just do nothing at all and refresh yourself. Because as creative people, we do suffer from artistic burnout, and it's not a good place to be in, and it's best for you to put your best foot forward when it comes to your work than just constantly produce and produce. I myself pride myself on taking breaks. Sometimes I will not release a collection for a year or two. I will probably release 1 or 2 new designs, but never a full collection. I believe in slow fashion, so I will let collections sit for a bit. So I did not produce a collection this year. I produced one in 2023, so I'll be producing a collection for 2025. But I am a big believer in taking a break, taking a breather, and gathering yourself and trying again. So I would definitely suggest taking deep breaths and taking breaks. I would like to leave behind me a legacy for being known as one of the Caribbean designers who reshaped how the world sees Caribbean designers, or just Caribbean fashion in general. And I'd like to also hold workshops on island to help upcoming designers and just teach them certain tricks and trades of the craft. That's it for me. You can check our brand out on any social media platforms at Blac Flamingo Apparel on Instagram or Blac Flamingo Apparel on Facebook. Thanks for watching.